let's actually go. This is the 10th episode. I am amazed at myself and the continued support of just like the views that I'm getting on my videos. This is great. I never expected to be hitting in like the double digits even on any of my videos. This is really cool. So for my 10th episode, I'm gonna turn off a whole bunch of these. I'm going to turn off Danger Zone. I'm going to put on Enemy Territory because I really don't like the starting wave of asteroids. I find it really boring, and we're going to take it slow. I'm going to do a base weapon build. So I'm going to pass on weapon upgrades, and I'm going to see how far along I can get this weapon. We're going to have a bit of a casual chat, and this episode's probably going to be a bit longer, just because I'm really excited to... That's not it. Square? It's not X? R1? L1? Ah, damn it. We're quitting the run. Already off to an amazing start. No, that doesn't do it. Q or select to back. This is the mouse. I'm not going to do this game as a mouse run. Is it triangle again? I think it's triangle again that quits. See, the unfortunate situation is that it's mapped to Xbox controls instead of PlayStation controls. And I could go and I could play around with all the PlayStation controls, maybe have a better understanding of what they do, but it's a lot of effort, you know, and I just don't feel like it. No, that didn't do it either. Ah, this is making me very mad. Q. Maybe it's options. It's probably options. If I had a GameCube controller sitting around, I guess I could plug that in, but I don't, because unfortunately I don't have an Xbox. Options? Sick. Okay, we passed on it. And I wonder if that will let me... Let me get my next upgrade. Choose a body. Okay, sick. Let's go for assault. So, unfortunately, you're going to have to bear with the constant upgrade thing in the corner. And I'm going to have to keep an eye on the upgrades that I'm getting, just so that I know where I am with regards to it, because I do feel like it's going to pop me back into my weapon. I should check that anyway. Warp, Halo. No, I don't feel these. I don't feel any of these. Give me temporal. You know what? We got Helix recently. Let's do Helix. I'm actually kind of feeling Helix. I have had... How was your day? I hope it was nice. It's always nice to ask and be asked. I have had the strangest day. I may have had the most cursed day of my entire life. It's been unusual and odd. I'm not going to worry about the upgrades that I'm taking. I'm just going to take like a bunch of damage, a bunch of rate of fire upgrades, and watch this weapon hopefully go to town a little bit, honestly, because I'm really happy to see a little bit of a rapid fire single shot weapon that doesn't drastically decrease my thrust in the same way that Torrent does, and without filling the screen like Torrent. Split shot does? Multi-shot? Triple shot? The name is gone on me. Oh my god. Terrible YouTuber. Anyway, I have had the oddest day. So, if you're following, I think it's episode 7 was when I talked about it last. I, and as well as everyone else I work with, in the shop that I work in are being made redundant. And that's kind of unfortunate, but it's weird. We talked about it in the last one. I'm not going to talk about it too much here again. But I got the opportunity, I'm going to take rapid fire, I got the opportunity to... Ooh, I get to completely skip the weapon upgrade. This is fantastic. Magnitude. I got the opportunity today to check out some of the upper floors in the building that I work in, and I know that they're super dilapidated. I've known that since I started, but I haven't had a chance to actually go up and check them, because, you know, I've been working, and realistically there's no point. And oh wow, it was surreal. So let me describe to you the scene that is checking out these upper floors. You walk upstairs through a set of regular stairs in the back of the shop, behind a closed door, so nothing major, nothing especially odd. And this, I'm talking this like person with door, so a tiny thin yoke, is at the top of the stairs on the right, kind of only visible when you're ready to go back down the stairs. So it's hidden away, and there's a sign on it saying that no one is allowed in because like the entire upstairs is super unstable. So I haven't gone up, as you can imagine. You open the door and it goes from regular, like hardwood, relatively nice, you know. Some people put like not a lot of money. Let's not be generous here. Put a little bit of money into making sure that the place was habitable, even in the temporary context that retail is. I'll probably take snipe, yeah. And it's just like construction level floors. There's not giant. It's a bit unfair, but there's these big, like hard steel. Blast radius and absorption. There's these big hard steel like inserts, supports, I guess, on each of the steps. So that, I mean, maybe it's a part of stairs production, I guess, or older stairs production, or maybe it's just there to reinforce them because they're like really, really not sturdy. You go up the stairs anyway, through over a couple of different boxes of old stock that have all been left there. You get upstairs and zooey mama, you hit into just empty boxes. Okay, cool. Stuff from demo stock, not too weird, nothing particularly unusual. And on your right is a door, completely like a doorway to a room, completely barricaded off by, this is way too loud, I cannot pay attention, completely barricaded off by bags and bags and bags of, I'm talking like full person size, like the bin bags that you get as part of like a retail thing, you know, the giant plastic ones that you put all the cardboard and stuff out in. And I'm told that I can't go in there because if I do, the floor will fall in. So you're like, right, okay, this is already off to a great start. I'm liking this. The rest of that floor is, it's pretty minor, nothing especially odd. And the next floor is where it gets good. So you step up another set of very, like, of the same stairs. Just, ooh, my helix shield bullets are just staying there. That's weird. I need to move before I die, because he's gonna sword beam me and it's gonna deal a whole bunch of damage. Okay, I'm starting to see some problems really fast. It's gonna be absolutely terrible. So you get up this fourth set of stairs and it's a house. The upper unit, or rather the upper floors of the unit, are an old dilapidated house. Inside the first door, on my left, kitchen, like table, old newspaper from like 2011, so not ages back, but like when the shop was being renovated before, as well as the table itself, a coffee cup that is like covered in mold, and the table is coated in a layer of dust. I am not kidding. You could wipe your finger over this and have a new layer of skin. So take another couple steps into the kitchen, have a look. It's got that really old wallpaper, like suburban living kitchen. It's weird. You don't see too much of that anymore because it's disgusting. Take another few steps into the kitchen. Sink. Okay, right. Surprisingly clean, uncomfortably clean, except underneath the sink, the, what is it called? The pipes are completely disconnected. So if you run the sink, it will flow straight into the cabinet. Obviously not a good idea. Don't do it. Inside the presses, this is where the curse shit starts. So you open up the press and there's a bag of pasta that expired in 2004. Do you know how long it takes pasta to expire? It's fusilli. Like, in my opinion, the inferior pasta. I'm a big fan of shells, and all I just no, I'm not going to try and pronounce it because that's a bad idea. Fusilli, tagliatelle, and maybe hit me up with some penne. No, that's like my order from worst to best. And then conjigli, and then ghili, which is that, like, if you haven't had ghili pasta, have ghili pasta. Obviously, it doesn't taste any different than the rest of your pasta because pasta all tastes the same, and it's nice. I'm a fan. I'm a big fan. It's also like just really pretty. Anyway, we can't forget elbow macaroni. So this bag of aspired penne just sitting there. I almost died. Let's not die to ski on this run. Bag of penne sitting there waiting for years and years, like the dog from Futurama, Fry's dog, just sitting in the press waiting for somebody to take it out. It's clean. That's weird. No dust. The windows in the place are disgusting. The floor is rank. The table is coated in dust. and the presses are immaculate. Open up the press, open up one of the other presses, inside Halloween decorations. Right, okay, this is creepy. This is like some actual horror movie level shit, like not the standard of the decorations, just the fact that there were decorations at all. And the other press has shoeboxes wrapped in like a wrapping paper, a Christmas wrapping paper, and one of them is to a boy and one of them is to a girl. There's a little envelope inside each with €4 in the envelope. It's like it's a tiny amount of money. It is €4 written on the envelope, and each of them has €4 in it. Two €2 notes, and they both contain gloves and hats from Pennies in like stacks that are just sitting there. They don't belong to the boss. They don't belong to anybody who works there. They're just there. Right, okay, so you've experienced the kitchen. It's weird, but it's not like insanely weird. You know, maybe the construction guys left some stuff behind. That's what I'm assuming the coffee cup is. Maybe not the pasta, but you know. So we take a look in the next room over. It's a bathroom. Everything is disgusting, and it's got that like 1990s, early 2000s green color in the bathrooms. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you should consider yourself blessed. Like, honestly, it's absolutely rank. It's that like disgusting vomit green on all of the bathroom wall tiles. It's got it on the sink. It's got it in the bathtub. There's like old construction bits. Some of the ceiling has fallen in. Ooh, like, do not get me started. Next up, we go into what I can only assume was a bedroom. It's got like one of those triangle roofs that cover over half it. There's a hole in the ceiling that constantly leaks water, and like 4 giant buckets, big plastic yokes with massive handles that are all just collecting water. 2 of them are completely full, and one of them is empty, and one of them is half full and has grown an entire layer of slime mold over it. Getting the picture of where I'm at now. The wall underneath the window is the wall paint itself is white. The wall is like cracked and brown in a spot underneath the window. It genuinely looks like somebody was like backed up against it and hard murdered. So, we take a step into the far room. There's like a metal frame for a Christmas tree shaped metal frame. Stop with these celestial bodies. A Christmas tree shaped metal frame. I'm talking like laid out on the floor, and this one metal exercise kit. I know it's minor, but it's like that minor satanic level. Like, this is weird. This one singular giant open crack that's running the entire length of the wall from base to top. Do I take blast damage here? Or... yeah, I don't think I care about the radius as much as I just want more damage, please. The entire length of the wall from bottom to top, from like the skirting board right to the ceiling. And the next room, the pièce de résistance. This is the living room, the sitting room. It's got this big fireplace full of junk, little bits of wood, 2 massive boxes up to my waist sitting in the middle of the room, and both of them are filled with wooden blocks. And I'm not talking like the kind of wooden blocks that a kid would play with, and I'm not talking like Jenga or even big size Jenga, which is kind of what I thought they were. Nah, these are the length of your forearm, rectangular, and that's it. Both of the boxes are just full of it and literally nothing else. Alright, okay, it's a bit weird, you know. Against the fireplace is a stack of photos covered in dust. Nothing especially weird. Actually, some nice photos, but they're all like the same photo. Like, they're all the same painting, except for one at the back that's just like this painting of a naked lady. All the rest of them are, I guess, a moon or a planet set against like a water and forest backdrop. You know, that kind of thing that you'd see people like street vendors doing with graffiti? It's that, but there's 4 of them, and they're framed in this super heavy frames. And then a picture, and then a photo frame, like a framed picture, painting of some heavily obscured naked woman. So we take over to the back of the room. There are a bunch of empty boxes like a couple of bags. The bags look relatively new. The boxes look super old. There's, I can't even remember the brand name, but it's like some clearly like a high upper class, like crystal or haberdashery type stuff. Inside the box, one of the boxes, the only one that has anything left in it is 3 glasses, perfect condition, just left there for him and her engagement glasses, 3 of them. On the ground next to the 3 glasses, this blue night dress, just crumpled up, left there. Turn around, on the floor next to the boxes, in between the boxes and the painting, this pair of women's underwear. I'm talking lacy, frilly stuff, torn at the bottom of it, like separated. A whole load of these pennies triangular candles. I need to take any other form of damage right now because I'm getting absolutely devastated. I'm taking... Let's go drums. Let's take everything. You know what? Why not? It's just that kind of run. It's what I'm feeling. Ooh, I love my rate of fire. Like a pair of women's underwear. It's like torn open. It's just 100% fucked. So I did the only reasonable thing that you could do. There's Supermod Mastery. We got unlocked this last run. I'm taking this. 5% everything. I did the only thing that you could reasonably do. I stole a coat rack. And I took one of the candles and I took one of the paintings because they're kind of ballin'. I'm going to put it up in my house when I get myself like a screw to put it up on, because I tried to put it up on one of the screws and it broke it. Not the painting. It broke the like hook mount out of the wall. So yeah, that's pretty fun. I'm fully expecting the clock to strike midnight and that painting is going to bleed. I know I'm cursed. That's where I'm at right now. So that was my day at work. We tried looking up a little bit of history about the shop, and apparently before we had it, I say we, you know, before like it was what it is now. I obviously don't have any stake in the business. It was a shoe shop, and then we couldn't really find any more information other than that because unfortunately I kind of don't know how. And even if I did, I'm sure that you might have to pay a certain amount of money for that, and I'm not about that life. So we didn't. Either way, I just like, it's always fun to imagine things are a little bit more spooky than they are, but it was some ghost hunters shit. I am not lying. Like if you went in there at 11 o'clock at night, 12 o'clock at night, city's dark, town's dark. Well, city's dark because I live in a city. The city's dark, the place is pitch black, the windows are all cracked, can't walk into most of the rooms because they're pretty cluttered. It's like the ground is going to fall in, you know, like hit me with that camera with the green filter so it looks like it's got night vision, but it really doesn't because you actually have lights going. Just give me like an ECG, just like so I can hear like my own heartbeat, and then give me anything to monitor extraterrestrial supernatural activity. You have got the perfect show. Set it in Galway, my dude. It was absolutely surreal. And then I used to go back downstairs and go back to work, which is just like, I can't go back to work knowing that upstairs is an entire wealth of definitely cursed objects, especially the torn open underwear, because like they weren't old, they were relatively new. So at some point in between when we took it over, maybe while it was in the like current retail place, shop owned, maybe the builders brought somebody in. Maybe they've just been sitting there for ages and like haven't gotten really dirty, which in and of itself is equally cursed. Either way, there's like some real shit gone on, and I'm super comfortable not finding out whether or not someone had sex in the upstairs of the shop that I work in, because it's really fucked, and like it's disgusting up there. It's absolutely rank. You would have to be completely off your face to even attempt it, to even think about the idea of attempting it. Not even like to think about attempting it, to think about the idea of attempting it. It's not even like I don't even think about it. It's like I don't even think about thinking about it type situation. It's so fucked. And it's like the weekend before Easter that I find this out as well. I'm dating the video here now. So it's like, geez, just what a cursed time to possibly find out about such a cursed event. It was great though. Added a lot of life to the rest of the day and give us something to talk about because my god was it dead. Today was beautiful. Such a lovely weather. But at the same time, nobody wants to go shopping here when the weather's absolutely great because they just want to actually enjoy the weather. So we were really dead. That's a shame because I had nothing to do except for explore the upstairs. Still, fun experience. It was kind of nice. And that was my super cursed day. I'm still being made redundant. Like, that hasn't changed. But on the plus side, I got a free paint. I got a free cursed painting out of it. So now, if I die, I can sue the company because that's how that works, right? I imagine it doesn't, but like we need supernatural insurance claims. That's what I want to see. I want to see the insurance claim that goes to court because I took something from a place that was cursed. And then the various ghosts around me absolutely devastated me. I'm talking like mangled beyond reason. And then I get to take the company to court because I can't live my life. But like I am telling you, the photo is just gonna ruin my entire life. And I'm okay with it in a weird way. I'm not gonna take charge shot with this. I'm gonna have to later on, am I anyway? Because if I'm gonna take every upgrade, then you know, I may as well. Ooh, please no. Like, there's no way I'm beating Seraph with this. Like, not an actual chance. So, I would be astonished if I actually managed to take... If I got as far as being able to take Charge Shot, because I am doing, like, mediocre damage. I'm surprised at how much I'm doing, but, you know, still. Ooh, I should get my drones with these guys as well. Or I should get an ally with doing this as well. That'd be fun. Because that way it isn't running like the weird torrent thing where they're keeping a distance from him. That was a shame. I was a bit disappointed in myself for taking Interceptor torrents because they just ended up staying at a distance. The torrent was a complete waste of... Or rather, the ranger upgrade for Interceptor's torrent. Because it just stayed at a distance and then torrent was completely useless. And that's a shame. I mean, it's a bit, you know, like integrated weaponry doesn't really have any downsides. But still, I would have liked to be able to do damage. I need to stop focusing on the mines and kill this man. And yeah, that about encompasses the extremely cursed event. But I know it's gonna just like manifest its cursed activities over the space of the next couple of weeks. And it's gonna be slow, you know, it's gonna be one of those slow burn type things where you don't notice what it is straight away. So you don't get rid of it. You're like, oh no, it's not that painting. That's not like the only thing that we've changed in the last month. And I mean, it's just like a couple of bangs from downstairs, you know, the painting fell down once. That can't be anything serious. The walls are kind of thin and the oh, that's a lot of damage. Okay, I'm surprised at how much damage this guy is doing to me. Oh, there's a mines. Oh no, oh no. All right, it's a bit on fort. It's definitely a bit on fort. Yeah, it's actually really unfortunate. Yeah, like it's just it was a big no, and the entire idea of just like doing the nasty when the place is too nasty is just nasty. I'm talking give me an accent over that E. N-A-S-T-E fada. Give me that Irish fada. Give me that French accent. Give me that German umlaut. Naste. I know I said the same thing, but I'm just trying to... Because, like, German E with an umlaut is like, Is that A umlaut? E is So it's like naste. I'm gonna stop. I'm absolutely gonna stop. I'm sorry. I know I'm just appropriating culture here like crazy. Alright, so that didn't work out about as well as I was hoping it to. Let's go for the sickest drone build that we've ever seen. Take just like vortex, take it easy, you know how it is. Stealth. Where's my stealth? Yeah, what's good? Start popping off with a bit of damage from this. I want to find out how integrated weaponry works with this weapon. Ooh, give me... Ooh, what if I do shielded constructs with temporal? Right, hear me out. Shielded constructs, temporal, and then this. So, and then vortex, so enemies can't get away. I'm feeling it. I'm actually feeling it. Much like Beyonce's hit song, I'm feeling myself. But not in the upper part of a retail unit building. Please don't do that. If you're listening and you're thinking about doing the nasty where the place is nasty, do not do it, please. Someone's going to find your torn pennies underwear and they're going to have to clean up after you. Unfortunately, I actually don't have to clean up after it at all. It's really weird. There's a box up there labeled evidence. It's just like, it's not... I took velocity. Oh... What absolute trash. That is the last thing I want. There's a box up there labeled evidence, written in red, and there's nothing in the box, but at the same time, that's still really creepy. There's a baby monitor too. Like, we used to sell baby monitors. I don't know what the hell is up with that. Who is buying a baby monitor in a shop that sells Apple products? Who is connecting a baby monitor to their phone? When they buy it, obviously actually a fair amount of people, I guess, you know, it's actually a cool idea, but who is going into an Apple store and being like, yeah dude, can I get an iPhone 7 because I don't want to buy an iPhone 10 because they're really expensive? And you know what, have you guys got any of them, their Belkin baby monitors? Because honestly, I'm just not feeling their screen protectors, you know, but the baby monitors, ooh boys, give me that. It was weird. I genuinely just don't have enough words to describe how extremely strange an occurrence it was. Give me hull strength, why not? I'm also really liking this purple vortex. It's really nice. Ooh, I wonder if I do... This might just not work with shielded constructs or integrated weaponry at all. There's a really good chance that it doesn't. And if it does, there's an equally good chance that... No, we'll take calibrate. There's an equally good chance that it does substantial amounts of damage to them when it is happening. So they could just die because they don't have a lot of health. Some, but not a great deal. The shielded constructs, if I decide to go down that route, though, will definitely help. Oh, the velocity is... It hurts. Yeah, I want ally. I'll take it now. It's also some extra damage, so it's not too bad. Maybe I should just be trying to fit allies into more of my builds. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't. But like, eh. And don't even get me started. Although unfortunately I've gotten myself started, so now I'm going to get started on how extremely weird it was to see the. So I live in Galway, Ireland. Pretty cool place, gotta say. I enjoy it. It's really just a nice place. Cool area. Really, a little bit of history. A lot of cafes. Not like depictions of Portland history, but like cool. And hence the mildly Irish accent and the fact that I talk ridiculously fast. Nanotech reconstruction. Yes. Ooh, if I have integrated weaponry, right? And I also have... Oh, what is it called? Purification? Evolution. Kind of want like construction as well, but I'm going to take evolution here. If I have purification, do my allies heal from this? I don't know. Maybe it just won't work. Like, there's such a good chance that maybe like it won't even work on them, but I really want to find out. Seeing Galway from up high was really cool. I usually get the chance to, because I usually have my lunch on the second floor. So I get to just kind of like watch the world go by. I find it really pleasant. Look out the window, watch some YouTube on my phone while I'm at work. Catch up on the metrics, you know, just admire the fact that I'm getting double-digit views. I am in awe. I really hope that my experience with the cursed fourth floor doesn't absolutely destroy that. Ooh, definitely payload. You need to die and then fire that off. But looking at it, looking out at it from this super dingy, dirty window on the 4th floor, looking at other roofs of buildings that are equally, if not more, disgusting, is just not okay. None of these are what I want. Guardian isn't what I want. Interceptor. Okay, cool. Go Interceptor. Get him. Ooh, get him. Oh, this is absolutely destroying. Let's not die, though. I love how much Vortex absolutely devastates Skion. It's just great. It's so satisfying. Okay, he's dead as well. It's 2 upgrades. I might take evasion. It will be... Yeah, it's nice. Fuck it. And then I'm going to reroll again. One more time. Integrated weaponry. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Give me that. Yes. I have never been happier. So I think that I just need to start fitting drones and allies. Sorry, I just need to cough. I need to start fitting drones and allies into my builds all the time. Just like constantly. Because if they can take integrated weaponry and get that mad damage, then absolutely there's no reason not to. Let's take targeting. God, that did no damage. They're firing off with so much velocity, so it just catches on them. Maybe some more targeting would be good, because the higher the shot, the lower the velocity. Although Calibrate doesn't help that a great deal. Oh, my Interceptor's dead. Oh, that sucks. There's 2 of these guys as well. And the more the pull, and by the looks of it, they don't really like pull them in, they just kind of grab them. So let's see how it works with charge shot. Let's see if they do a charge and then fire it out, or if it's more of a situation that they still just like fire it out. Because charge, you can't, well, you can tap fire with charge shot. Your shots are just even worse. So this might gimp it. This might completely gimp the build. For interceptors, not for me. No, it doesn't look like it changed it. That's a bit of a shame. Still, it's a big bonus to their damage. And I'm going to take absorption so that I don't die in a bunch of rapid fire attacks. Still, it's hella cool. It really is. Ooh, let's get the upgrade that makes him stay at range, because just flying into enemies with this, not the best idea. Generally not a smart move. And I've also been listening to, for the first time, which is kind of disgusting. So I was like, obviously you're upstairs, you know, doing a bit of scoping around, kind of looking out on this hot summer's day, being like, oh, I wish I was outside and not here working and exploring this cursed 4th floor. Then I got downstairs and one of the guys that I'm working with is playing jungle, and I was loving it. It was one of those, like, a bit of Duke Dumont, a bit of jungle, a bit of, what is the word that I'm looking for? Jungle Giants also, which is great. Portugal the Man, you're just like some really, really baller music. Popped on a bit of Papaya, not Papaya. Don't get it twisted. No, Papaya. Just some like really good super summer stuff. And it's not like Duke Dumont is going to be like the best artist. No, I don't think anybody's arguing that. But it's really good on in the summer. And honestly, like this is as good as we're probably going to get for the rest of the summer. It is Ireland. So it was really fun. I got to hear Happy Man by Jungle, which is that one that's like, buy yourself a dream, how's it looking, buy yourself a car and a house to live in, get yourself a girl, something different, someone different, buy yourself a dream, but it won't mean nothing. Super weird, especially to be playing in a shop, but you know, sure, whatever. Super good. Oh my god, I am astonished that it's taken me this long in my life to find Jungle and experience them properly, because they're kind of really good. Like, they actually bang, and it was nice. It was really, really fun. So yeah, like, such a good day, especially considering the fact that we're closing soon. So like, it's almost a shame, you know, because you don't want to like take stuff out and then be like, oh yeah, I remember my time that I spent there before we closed. It can be nice, but also it's just like, oh, but I also lost my job, so that's kind of shit. Ooh, let's take Elegant Construction. So it's like, it's kind of shitty, you know, it's just not nice, but at the same time, it was cool, and I get a new artist out of it effectively as well, which is also banging. And some really cute old ladies come in, give them hands with their phone and their iCloud and stuff, and because it was a quiet day, it was a boring day, so it's good to be able to talk. And oh my god, I just remembered. So I'm gonna take probably improved thrusters. Honestly, I would like Deadly Wake, which is a nice thing. Yeah. One of my workmates. So currently my partner is on holidays in England. It's cool. Gone out to see Phantom of the Opera. And not specifically to see Phantom of the Opera, just happened to be on while she was out there. So she's out there watching it. And I was saying that to one of my colleagues, and he was saying that he went to see Phantom of the Opera in... what hotel was it? It's like the hotel in Vegas, that absolutely giant one. The Venetian, I think it's called. And he went out there when he was a kid with his family. Probably take self-destruction. He went out there with his family when he was a kid and went to see it in like the Venetian Theatre, which is this massive theatre modeled after the original French theatre that Phantom of the Opera took place in, and they only play Phantom of the Opera. The seats that they got were these like directly beneath the chandelier things, so it's like obviously pretty expensive. And I was asking him about the cost, and I mean, you know when you know you're around somebody that definitely has a whole bunch of money, or they seem like they come from money, but you're not going to ask, because like why would you? And even then it doesn't matter, but you just like, you have that feeling kind of niggling at your head where you're like, this is definitely a thing. Let's take corrosion here. So I asked about the cost of the tickets, and he was like giving it a thought, and it was like 250 euro each at the time. But he was said that they stayed in the Venetian, and I was like, oh, well, what was the cost of staying in the Venetian? And he was like, well, it was like $1,500 per night for the room that they stayed in, and they were out there for like 4 days. You're like, oh, I'm sorry. Do you realize that you, over the course of 4 days, spent like most people's rent for like half a year? It was just not okay. And I mean, he's not an idiot, you know, he does know that, but just when you feel like you're on a different level to someone in that way, where it's like, that kind of money to me is astounding. It's just a different world, and somebody else is just like, oh yeah, it's just what that is, you know. So question, thing I'm not sure about. I don't know if purification is a self-based upgrade or if it's a weapon type upgrade. Well, the thing is, it affects all of my burn damage, so maybe not. So what I'm curious about is whether or not the hull strength recovered for each burning enemy applies to my constructs. Chances are it doesn't, but if it does, that would be really cool. If it did, I would expect the minus 30% weapon damage to apply to it as well, so maybe it's fine if it doesn't. And considering that I have reconstruction anyway, it's really not that bad. Or nanotech regeneration even, sorry. It's really not that bad, but still, it'd be cool if it did. I'm also loving the rainbows, and my allies have rainbow ones as well, which is pretty ballin'. Alright, see how long you last in the face of absolute wormhole detonation. My shield is already gone. That is terrible. Don't evade straight into the lasers. What are you doing? What is wrong with you? But yeah, it was a good day. Ooh, hidden power. I'm not taking this. It will kill me. It will literally kill me. You cannot create non-shield constructs, and all weapon and construct mods are removed from the weapon pool. But I guess if I leave it to like the last thing, if I get that far, I'm going to take Deadly Wake. Enemies that push me and stuff will get devastated by it, so it's just nice. Also, if you haven't been following the series, go back and listen to any of the other videos that I've put up, because I am a fan of Deadly Wake. I'll tell you what. It should come as no surprise to you if you've been watching any of the other episodes. And I have been enjoying this. I have been enjoying today. I went for a run earlier, which was kind of nice. And typically, I'm not the most fit individual in the world. I'm like making an effort to be progressively more, you know, build up good habits, do the whole shebang, all those different bits and pieces. But I've been going for runs lately. The idea is that whole like couch to 5k thing, kind of build up a bit of stamina, bit of I suppose like a little bit of something for yourself, because it's on the odd 5k here and there, and it's fun. I do enjoy it, but I'll only jog maybe for like a bit of it and never really manage the entire thing. I think emergency systems here is a bit of a preventative measure so that I don't die. And again, but I'm super into the idea of being just like able to jog or lightly run, you might say, for an entire 5k. And I got like, I know it's not much, it's a pretty minor milestone for myself, but I got like an entire 3/4 of a kilometer, maybe a full kilometer jogged today, without stopping for like the few minutes that you normally do to have a walk, to like walk for a bit. It was great. I'm telling you, if the only curse that this painting that I've taken brings me is the curse of the ability to do lots of jogging without needing to stop, like, sign me the fuck up. Let me be cursed. And even if I am cursed, my house is gonna look ballin' as hell, so I'm really not that mad. It is big though. The thing is, like, it's like twice the width that I am. I'm not that wide. I'm not that wide. Jake Falsey, 2018. If I take shit out of context here, I'm probably dead, so maybe I should just velocity and rate of fire. It's actually just really good from here. So oh, I pulled all of the mines into me. That is extremely unfortunate. I've had unlocked Celestial Surge. Maybe we'll do another Celestial Lance run at some point. Who knows? Maybe I won't. Feeling pretty giddy in a good way, you know? Maybe I'm going to record another episode after this. Maybe I won't. I'm actually probably not. Probably going to go to bed. It's quite late. Either way, thank you so much for listening to my ramble for an excessive period of time. And we didn't even get a high score. I'm so disappointed in myself. Thank you for listening to me ramble for an extended period of time. If you've got any suggestions for how you'd like to see the series progress, I should start putting this at the start of the video. I can't believe myself. So disappointed. I keep on meaning to do this every time I record. Anyway, going to finish out the video. Thanks so much for watching, and thanks so much for listening. I hope you're enjoying the series as it goes forward, and because I really like Nova Drift, and I'm really looking forward to seeing it progress. If you did, you know what to do. Give us a comment, subscribe, like, all that jazz, and I will catch you in the next Nova Drift.